What is going on to you Sagittarius out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. Smash the like button. That way you can get better connected into the energy of this reading. And also there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. All right. It will redirect you to a website which has all the ways to be able to financially support the channel. So I can most definitely keep the channel going. I just want to go ahead and say thank you to everybody that came through, got the readings, birth chart readings, to all the people that have ever bought my books. Shout outs to you. You know what I mean? I can't say it enough, and I just want to say I appreciate you. So for you Sagittarius, you have the Knight of Cups, the Magician, and you have the Nine of Wands here. Excuse me. These three cards right here for you Sagittarius. And what it is that I'm ultimately seeing for this is that for you, it very much so is about how you Sagittarius, right? You've been putting your best foot forward when it comes to trying to get to know others. But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You don't have a lot of very good options as far as romance-wise around you, because you Sagittarius are at a point on a level in your own life where the things that you are interested in is what it is that I've been saying for since 2021. When you are on a level that's higher without having to bash people, treat people like trash, people who are not on the level to really understand what it is that you're talking about and don't have the mind, their mind open enough to understand your existence, the way that you exist, how you exist, that there's a spiritual component connected with that, they're going to always find some sort of fault with that. So that's exactly what it is that you Sagittarius have got going on with you. You Sagittarius are in a situation where you're living the life that you Sagittarius want to live without other people having to constantly intrude on the way that you want to live your own personal life. It's none of their business. So you're carrying yourself the way that you Sagittarius want to. And the Magician represents, well, let's go beyond that. The Nine of Wands represents how, but all it is that it seems like you have been getting from some people, not all, but from some people, is just them shaming you or trying to shame you, trying to guilt trip you into what exactly? Doing the same thing that they're doing because, you know, for the good of society, you Sagittarius should be living how it is that they live in, you know, trying to get you to be as miserable as them. And you know, again, the Seven of Wands, you Sagittarius are like, yo, bump this. Why is it that you Sagittarius have to live in misery, right, and be miserable just because it is that some other people want you to be miserable, right? Because they want you to live the way that they want you to live. But you Sagittarius are living the way that you want to. And what I mean by that in particular is the Lovers. The way that you Sagittarius, especially when it comes to love now, there's a huge revolution going on when it comes to love, where one side is trying to use one side and the other side is like, look, it's not happening. You got to either come to the table, you know what I'm saying, with this mentality already where you're ready to contribute, or you got to kick rocks. You got to get out of here, because the whole ideology of like one side needs to do everything while the other side lays up and kick their feet up and rub their feet together is lame. While that same side who is excessively pampered complains and moans and bellyaches about everything literally in existence. The sun came up. I gotta go ahead and bathe these children. I gotta take care of my family. I gotta wash my car. I may have to mow the lawn. I gotta do the dishes. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Why is it that the wind is blowing the way that it is today? Oh my gosh. It's like, oh wow, really? You're at war with everything, aren't you? Everything in existence, you seem to have a problem with it, huh? So a lot of you, so it's the same concept where, you Sagittarius, you're living your life the way that you want to. You're doing the things that you want to do, right? Getting away from the chaos, the nonsensical, dysfunctional mentality and behavior that other people have. And what is it that you're getting, right? From some of the friends and family that you have, when you tell them that, you don't want this type of trauma, what is it that they're telling you? Oh, they're shaming you. Oh, why, that's, this is the game. This is how it is that we refer to people coming together and making generations to repopulate the earth and having all these children, but then you having these children inherit. That's exactly the answer. Have all these children inherit what? They coming into the world and they got to live in public housing. They coming into the world, they don't have land, they don't have a home, they don't have gold, silver, stocks, they have no assets to their name, they're not inheriting anything. The family can't even gatekeep that, because the parents both, or one parent generationally has to ruin it for the next generation. But then they won't stop having kids. So a lot of you Sagittarius want to break the cycle with you. The world and the justice, however, represents, but this is something that has to start in-house. See, you Sagittarius are thinking a little bit too big. You're thinking too politically. And what I mean when I say politically, I'm talking about too secularly, too worldly. You got to get off that. You Sagittarius, start correcting the wrongs and the rights by starting with yourself first, no exceptions, and then starting with your home second. And then the people that you have in your home will go outside and they will represent the home, but they will also represent the society as well, because they're outside. They are contributing to the greater society when they get older. So now the Seven of Swords is about how it is that, and the thing is that it's this, the Seven of Swords, for all the people who want to be hard-headed, playing in the game and getting caught up in the game, don't try to convert them. Don't try to get them to see things your way, because sometimes, and I've said this before, you Sagittarius can be a little bit too philosophical for your own good, in the sense that sometimes y'all wanna be the hero. You want to tell somebody about something. Don't tell you Sagittarius what to do and all of that. And doing that sometimes, you could put yourself behind the 8-ball and ruin your own future because of the fact that you're doing that. So now the things that the Nine of Cups and the King of Pentacles is all about how it is that you, Sagittarius, also have to remember that the reason why it is that you don't want to find yourself trying to save people or try to convince anybody that you meet that you're trying to get to know why they need to have common sense and why they need to knock it off with all this silly playing games. The reason why you don't have to say it is because ultimately things are going to work out the way that naturally it's supposed to. And the reason why it is, and the Four of Cups represents you can kick back and enjoy yourself now without having to excessively worry about, if you have children, what's going to happen to your children. Where you're a single mom, single dad, trying to meet somebody. Maybe even if you're single, right? No children. You don't have any children. It's still the same concept where you don't have to worry. Four of Cups is about you, Sagittarius, being able to, and you should be able to kick your feet up and do so. It's recommended because You, Sagittarius, now you have to get to the next step. Now you have to understand the next step, or you should. I ain't gonna say have to, but the next step is to take a step back and see the bigger picture. Trying to save people is not what it is that it's not what it is that anyone who truly wants to save people should be doing. Everybody has to make their own choices. Again, Allah, right? Even though I'm Moorish American, I don't necessarily get down with the religious Islam. I get down with the Moorish science, right? But the religious the religious Allah, right, says submit. Yeshua, right, or Yahuwah says decide. Yeshua and Yahuwah says decide, meaning everyone makes their bed from their own choices. And that there is no need to particularly always or to even get revenge or to like spend so much of your time trying to convince someone who cannot be convinced because they have already made up their mind to play the game and try to waste others' time. You Sagittarius, you are sadly mistaken with this ideology. Now the cards are saying you have to step into the next, the place where you have to get to a point highly spiritual where there are no more levels. It's just learning. And the next step for you to be able to do that is understanding that, truth be told, if somebody is ready to be in a relationship, right, your and their value system will align. And if your and their value system will align. Let me just simplify it. And patience will come through, right? Where the two of you will take the time to get to know one another. But the idea of you, Sagittarius, having to convert, tell people what to do, be in an angry contest with somebody. This is the thing that Sagittarius has a problem with. Y'all have a problem with sometimes. Because it's Sagittarius. And I love y'all. But y'all have control issues sometimes. Y'all can have a control complex. Y'all sometimes can bully, force, coerce someone into doing something because of the frustration, because you see the bigger picture. But at the same time, you Sagittarius have to also understand to stop politicizing it, in the sense of stop trying to skew the bigger picture with your own desires. That's a whole other topic for another day. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles. No, I'm not going to go over that because that's a whole other topic for another day. You have the Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Six of Swords, and last but not least, you have the Two of Wands to clarify the King of Pentacles. So the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles is about how you move forward, step forward, get to know some people, and if they are hard-headed, you will see. Again, the Six of Swords, you Sagittarius will see that they're hard-headed. They don't want to get off their high horse. See, the reason why it is that so many people are going to be single by the year 2030, estimated, is because this is when you start to see the consequences of people's own actions. This is what it is that I was talking about a few minutes ago with the whole Yeshua thing, saying decide. These people decided their own situation because they were a pain to work with somebody. No matter what happened, they have made a conscious decision that they're not going to work with the person. So they've literally made their own choice to be by themselves inadvertently, because of the fact that they don't see the forest for the trees, that they have to learn to do what? What have I been saying? Prepping y'all to get to this point where you get a better understanding of how things should be, to where it makes your life easier. Let go of control. When you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody, The best thing that you can do with the person is to let go of control. You can talk to the person and get to know them and stuff like this, but there is no such thing as controlling another person. That's the mind game that gets you caught up. So once again, and I'm going to get up on out of here, right? The Knight of Cups, the Two of Wands. If you present yourself and you present yourself with the best foot forward, and they act like they're too much up on a high horse, they're too haughty, guess what you do, Sagittarius? You leave them alone. Because the game loves nobody and nobody wins playing the game. I've never met a person yet that has won playing the game. You know, people will say names. Oh, you know, this person won. Like, really? Take a look at that. Oh, Kim Kardashian won. Did Kim Kardashian win? No Kanye there. Single mom. Can't be in a relationship with somebody else. Nobody wants to marry Kim Kardashian. Everybody's kind of running away from the Kardashian/Jenner house. Who won? Playing games. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel.